Hola amigos, bienvenidos a el canal de español con la señora Pérez. We're going to be looking at gustar and gustar-like verbs today. Gustar is used to express when somebody likes something or someone. Gustar translates to the word like, but does it really mean to like something? No, gustar does not mean like. The verb gustar actually means to please or to be pleased by. The verb gustar is an AR verb but doesn't follow the conjugation pattern for AR verbs like we've learned in the past. For example, yo gusto la manzana. That just doesn't make sense in Spanish. Again, with the verb gustar, you do not follow the conjugation pattern for AR like we've learned. Yo gusto la manzana is not correct. Before we move into this topic further, we need to do a quick lesson on the indirect object pronouns. So indirect object pronouns, you have to remember to ask yourself, to whom is the verb being done? So remember, to whom is the verb being done? If the verb is being done to me or for me, you would use me. If the verb is being done to or for you, you would use te. For you, for him, for her, or to him, to her, or to you, you would use le. Nos would be used if you're doing something to us or for us. You would use os if it's something that is done to or for you in that familiar. And you would use les if it's something that is done to them or for them. So we have me, te, le, nos, os, and les. Very important to know that typically you put the indirect object pronoun in front of the verb. Now for the most important part, and you want to keep this in mind, write it down, super handy. If one thing is pleasing to you, you simply drop the AR in the verb gustar and add an A. So it changes from gustar to gusta. If two or more things are pleasing to you, simply drop the AR and add AN. Instead of having gustar, we have gustan. We're going to look at some examples now. I like the apple. We already know that we would not say yo gusto la manzana. Our formula is add our IOP, then we're going to add our verb. So remember, IOP, or that indirect object pronoun, comes in front of the verb, and then we will follow with our noun. So ask yourself, to whom is the verb being done? That answer is I, so I would use me. And when we're talking about one apple, so we know that we have to drop the AR in gustar and add an A. So we have me, gusta, and then we know the words for apple are la manzana. Me gusta la manzana. The apple is pleasing to me. All right, I like the apples. Same thing. Our formula is our IOP, then we have our verb, then we have our noun. To whom is the verb being done to? To I, to myself. So my IOP would be me. We're talking about apples and we know it's plural. What do we have to do? That's right. We're going to drop our AR and add AN. So we're left with gustan. And then we have las manzanas. That's plural. So let's say it all together. Me gustan las manzanas. The apples are pleasing to me, or I like apples. Let's look at another example. Maria likes pizza. To whom is the verb being done to? Maria. So find your IOP for Maria. Le. We're talking about one pizza. So we're going to use gustar in singular, which would be gusta. And then we have la pizza. And it reads, le gusta la pizza. The pizza is pleasing to her. Her referring to Maria. Or Maria likes pizza, or she likes the pizza. So we've already talked about the verb gustar, but there are other words that you can use in Spanish to describe when something is pleasing to you or pleasing to someone. Here are those words. Encantar, fascinar, interesar, importar. Molestar, preocupar. Those two are on the right-hand side, and those usually have a negative connotation. The words on the left are positive and have that positive connotation to them. And you would simply conjugate these the same way that you do with the gustar, adding an A for singular or AN for plural. Now let's look at how you would ask someone a question if they like something or if they find something pleasing. Here is our example. Do you like tomatoes? So, how would you say this? Do you like tomatoes? Don't forget to ask yourself, to whom is the verb being done to? We know that it's being done to you because we're asking you if you like the tomatoes. So we replace you with te, and we're talking about tomatoes, so we know it's plural. So we use gustan. ¿Te gustan los tomates? ¿Te gustan los tomates? Why don't we go ahead and just answer this question? There are two possible answers here. Yes, I do like tomatoes. No, I don't like tomatoes. Take your time and practice answering the question. So if you like tomatoes, you would say, sí, me gustan los tomates. You can even say, sí, me encantan los tomates. Now, if you're like me and you don't like tomatoes, you'll simply say, no, no me gustan los tomates. When you're answering a question negatively, you have to use the double no. Bueno, amigos, we have reached the end of the video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. You can now follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Real Señora Pérez. Gracias. Hasta la próxima.